My gender, I don't know. Obviously born a lady with lady parts, and lots of them. Like, stupid big boobs and curvy what's-its and big old vaginas, so you know, the whole thing. Am I okay with that? Not entirely. I've never been very feminine. I was a tomboy child, playing in the dirt a lot, climbing trees, bugs, flannel shirts, the whole deal. I tend to dress very feminine these days just because it's what I'm familiar with and it's just easier. It's not because I actually want to most of the time. It's just easier to throw on a sundress and go outside because it's literally one piece of clothing and I don't have to wear pants, which is nice. So I tend to present very feminine with, like, you know, huge boobs and long hair and long fingernails and all that sort of thing. I don't necessarily see those attributes as feminine in their own right, but everybody else does, so I'm not upset about being clocked as a lady, and I don't blame anyone for that. I don't get upset about it most of the time. It varies from day to day. Some days I'm not happy at all, and other days I'm just like, meh. Or I'm too concerned with other shit that's going on to really think about it, be bothered by it. My space angles. I used to always joke about I wish I could just take my boobs off because they're really fucking obnoxious and annoying, and I'm not, other than physically, I'm not attached to them at all. Like, if something, like if I had breast cancer and they were like, oh, we gotta take both of those, I'd be like, fucking yeah, right now, let's cut those motherfuckers off right now, because they're really annoying and I don't really like them, other than just, like, boobs are fun, you know, and I like boobs. I just wish I could take mine off and put them in a drawer somewhere and just leave them there. My boyfriends like them way more than I do. They really do. Like, downstairs area, I'm actually not too bothered by. I don't care about that whole thing. It served me fairly well in my adult life, and, you know, it's just what it is. I'm not mad about having a vagina. I'm mad about having a uterus. I don't want that motherfucker anymore. That little bitch can go. Because, fuck that whole thing. If I could get a hysterectomy today, I would go do that. But, you know, women aren't allowed to make choices about their own bodies. So I can't just have it removed because I want to have it gone. And I don't want children. And I don't want to deal with periods, which are really fucking gnarly. Nope, that's not enough. Apparently, I have to hang on to this fucking thing until it falls out. Or something, I don't know. It's horseshit. That's a whole nother thing. So, fuck, what am I doing with my life? So, I guess I'm pretty confused about a lot of things and frustrated mostly about a lot of things, and it's been a process. It's still a process. I feel like I haven't really done anything outwardly. Most of the progress has been all, like, mental, internal stuff, just thinking about what I am and who I am and what I would be happy with, and, you know, all these different scenarios, and I had a bit of a crying breakdown yesterday thinking that, oh, if I ever transition into a man, then everyone's gonna leave me and I'm gonna die alone and my family won't talk to me anymore and both my boyfriends will leave me because they're straight, which is a legitimate thing, you know, that's a real thing. They're both pretty supportive so far about me exploring things about myself, and they both have told me that I seem really masculine to them and that I just carry myself in a dudely fashion, as one of them so eloquently put it to me. And they're okay with that. Like, they're okay with masculine women, but they're not gay. So I know at least one of actually no, both of them pretty much said that they wouldn't be totally comfortable if I ever actually transitioned into a man. They're like, well, we didn't sign up for this shit. Which is totally fine. I understand that. I'm not gonna get pissed off because a dude's not gay enough. Though everybody's a little bit gay. And everyone should probably be gayer. I'm not gonna be mad about someone's sexual orientation because that's pretty fucked up, but it's really frustrating and kind of terrifying because I don't know what's happening and I don't know what's gonna happen with this whole thing, and I tend to think of the worst possible scenario in any situation. So, you know, talking about exploring gender, I automatically go to, I'm gonna turn into a man and die alone. But is it better to do that than to have to live as a woman 24/7 and never be fully, like, just be all you can be in the army? That whole thing, you know? It's been a thing. It doesn't help that my feelings change on it day to day to day, where some days it's really bad and I hate having to live this way and having to be this way, and other days it's fine. That's the most shit part about it, because if I were just miserable all the time, then, you know, what other choice do I have? You just kind of gotta do it, but, you know, it's this on-off bullshit. I am cutting off all my hair this week. I've been growing it out for a couple years for reasons unknown, actually. I sat down and thought about, why am I growing my hair out? Is it because I like having long hair? No, having long hair is fucking annoying, and it sucks. And I dye it a lot, so the ends are all crunchy and gross, and it just, if I don't have it back in a ponytail, I have big poofy Hermione hair. I actually started growing it out a couple years ago because of a dude. So, realizing that, it's like, maybe I just need to chop all this shit off. Which will help a lot with being ambiguous. Because I kind of have man face. And I've always had man face. And that's okay. The jawline helps with that. And like the sides of my head and shit are shaved already, so I'm already halfway there. I'm just gonna chop all that shit off. The fingernails, I like them too much, so I'm probably gonna keep them. Dudes can have long fingernails. Especially goth dudes. The best kind. So I'm probably gonna leave those. Bought a binder, and I tried it on for the first time last week. I think it worked out really well, actually. I mean, besides the whole me being an awkward, uncomfortable, genderless potato person, I actually got really comfortable in the clothes right away. Which is something that has never happened to me in girl clothes. I'm very, like, fidgety. I wear a lot of loose shawls and really shapeless, just sort of loose, baggy clothes, frumpy. I dress like an old witch grandma in, like, a fairy tale. You know, living in the woods. That sort of thing. And I'm always adjusting my shit all the time. Like, I'm not comfortable with my ass or my tits or my stomach or any of that shit. So I'm always just like, oh, fuck. Constantly adjusting and hiding and sitting with shit like in my lap or up on my chest. But I wasn't really doing that at all when I was wearing man clothes. And I actually wore them to work the next day, which I can get away with because I wear a lab coat over all my clothes, so I can pretty much just wear whatever and nobody knows. And I was really comfortable. Like, really comfortable. I wasn't sitting there just doing this shit constantly. I felt nice.